these scenarios make you feel?
Did you feel like, they made me feel like I needed to step out and get motivated and participate.
And what about in the construction trade? What sort of structure is the most urgent?
Well, the education of skilled labor. I heard yesterday we have the least skilled labor force in the city.
And what role do you think the construction trade has to play in conjunction with educators?
Well, I think the fact that, we don't teach shop, we don't teach welding, woodworking, all that stuff in high school, somebody brought up today. Yeah, I hadn't even really thought about it because my kids took math and science and English.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it, but we don't teach it.
Right. In my high school years, and I know that was a long time ago, but the trades were really prevalent in high school. So I think that they were a much larger percentage coming out of high school than the college track.
That's the issue that just really concerns me is that there's so little direction. Nobody's looking at what potential jobs they are versus what the training is.
But it's the only vocational training out there. You have to wait until you graduate from college. High school, to even think about a vocation. You got to go into, go to a junior college or, to your college in order to get that vocational training. Now, I can remember I was in school, there was vocational training, there was auto mechanics, there was cosmetology. There was
talking about in there.
All of that was there when I was in, I knew I was going to college. There was never any question, I never had it. But, at least culinary, culinary arts, all of that was there when we...
Well, but we failed the construction industry. There's a lot of industries like the restaurant, hotel management, automobile industry. All of them have done a pretty good job of connecting with secondary education and having these kind of pre-apprenticeship programs where kids are coming out with a high school degree and almost the credential, right? We don't do that. And we've never overcome the ups and downs of our industry. We've never formed long-term partnerships with education because we say, we need you, but we don't need you. We need you, but we don't need you. Because our workload goes down, we've got to figure out how to even that out and continue to... The pipeline has to be steady.
Yeah.
You can't just ask and then go away. And then, it doesn't work like that.
In the schools or the town I came from, the city, there was one high school that every year there was a group who built a home. Mm-hmm. And then they sold that house, but they taught them, that house was there, they taught them everything, from heating and air conditioning to plumbing, the whole thing. And these kids actually, granted it was housing construction, it wasn't, but it at least gave them an inkling of what it's all about. And all it takes is one high school and one program to get it started.
My friend calls that pockets of excellence, and there really are places. They're in Corpus Christi, their training association there. They're busing now like 120 kids from the local high schools during the day. During their school hours, they come and do craft training with industry experts, and then they go back and finish their regular academic day. So it's just like that. Kids are actually coming out with a viable skill.
How did you feel about the variety of remarks? There are a number of different backgrounds and perspectives tonight. Hearing comments from people from business and construction and what have you. How did you feel about the diversity of remarks? Were they in a common theme? Or?
I think one of the common themes that I've seen, and I think you would agree, Mike, that we need to start from the core. We have some issues across all the industries that probably cross the borders of any industry, and that's education. So we need to start with education. We need to start with getting the word out there. And we need to start spreading this idea with others as well and getting more input. The more input we can have, the better ideas we're going to have to build our city in better ways.
Interesting how much we're very diverse in terms of industry and backgrounds, but how much we have in common and how many shared objectives we have.
And how many things are tied in together to where we can't escape each other, and we need to collaborate and work together to make sure that we get a better city a better metropolitan area in 2040.
I agree.
For the future of our children.
I agree.